Hi, my name is Reika. Welcome to my channel, and in this tutorial series we are building this super cute mushroom house together, and in this episode we are going to add the door to the house. This is a fairly easy follow along tutorial, but if you're completely new to Blender, I have a beginner course called 4 Fun Projects in Blender 5 for absolute beginners. It's currently $9.99 with a 60% discount for this month. So if you want to learn the basics first, you can check that out in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss the upcoming episodes where we continue building the mushroom house. So let's get started. We are in the shading workspace. Let's head back to the layout workspace. Now I'm going to turn off snapping and I move my 3D cursor somewhere around here. So shift right click, that will snap your 3D cursor there. I press shift A to add mesh and I'll add the cube. Press S to scale it down nice and small like that, and S to scale on the X to make it around this big. Let's zoom in with the wheel of my mouse. I'll minimize this window. Press Ctrl A to apply the scale and I'll head into edit mode. First of all, I'll press 2 on my keyboard to go to edge mode. Press Ctrl B and I'll bevel my cube just with one extra edge, and just a little bit like that. And now I'm going to add some loop cuts. So Ctrl R, and with the wheel of my mouse, I'll add 2 loop cuts vertically and I'll double click to confirm their position and their number. I'll do 2 here as well. And finally here as well. So now we have enough topology. Press A to select all and 1 on my keyboard to go back to vertex mode. Go to the mesh menu, transform, randomize. Now you can see it randomized the vertices a little bit too much. So I'll go to this menu and I'll set the amount to 0.002. So that's about enough. I'm quite happy with this shape. Let's step back to object mode. And what I want to do is duplicate this cube. So Shift D to duplicate, press X to move it on the X-axis. And what I'll do is I'll rotate it. So R to rotate on the X-axis. So press X and press 90. Ctrl A to apply rotation and scale. And then I'll tab into edit mode with this cube. I turn on my X-ray and I'll select these vertices. Press X to dissolve edges. Now that loop cut disappeared, and I box select these at the end and press G and X and bring it closer. So my cube is a lot smaller. Now that's great. What I'll do is I box select these 2, press Shift D to duplicate and just move it somewhere here out of the way, but I will need them a little bit later. Now let's grab this one, press Shift D to duplicate on the X, move it here, RX 90 just to turn it around, and then I duplicate this one, Shift D, move it here, RX 90 to rotate it on the X-axis. Let's grab this one, Shift D to duplicate, X, let's move it here. I might just leave this as it is. Grab this one, move it here, and then I just grab this one, duplicate it and move it here. So this line of stones, I'm going to make an arch out of it, but I think they are a little bit too long. So I'm going to press S to scale on the X and just make it a little bit smaller like that, and S to scale on the Z as well. Now before I do anything else with these, what I'll do, I'm going to select my mushroom, tab into edit mode, and with X-ray still on, I select all of these vertices, press S to scale, Shift Z to exclude the Z axis, and just make my mushroom a little bit wider like this. That's perfect. Now let's get back to these stones. I'll select this one first and then box select the rest of them to make sure that this is my active object. Press Ctrl J and I join them together into one object. Let's zoom back in. I'm going to turn off X-ray. I press Ctrl A to apply rotation and scale just in case. Go to my modifiers, add modifier, deform, and I'll go to simple deform. So you can see it's twisted my object, but actually I need the bend option. So I'll click on that and I change the axis to the Z axis. Now if I go to top view with 7 on my numpad, you can see it started to bend it for me. Now what we need to do is change the angle to 180, and that's perfect. Now I can apply this modifier. So go to this drop down menu, click on apply. Let's go to front view with 1 on my numpad and press RZ 90 and RX 90, and let's just press R to rotate the arch like that. And then press G to move it somewhere around here. Let's press 3 on our numpad to go to side view and press G and Y to move it, let's say, somewhere around here. We will scale it anyway in a minute, so that's fine. But first, we are just going to add some sides to this arch. So let's grab this stone, press Shift D to duplicate it. Let's move it here. RY 90 to make it stand up, and then G, bring it down like that, and press G and Y to line it up with the rest, and press S to scale it down just a little bit so it's the same size. Perfect. Now let's grab this one, RY 90, G to grab, S to scale, and G to move it here. And then from side view, just move it into position. And I think I'm going to just duplicate this one. So Shift D to duplicate, Z, and bring it down here. Or Z90, just to make it a little bit more random. And then I'll grab one of these, Shift D to duplicate it, and move it here. Grab this one, Shift D to duplicate it, move it here, and grab this one, Shift D to duplicate, move it here. So that's perfect. And I'm just going to grab these 3 as to scale on the X, just to line them up, and these 3 as well, like that. Perfect. And I think I'm going to just select all of these stones and the arch and join them together. Make sure this is your active object. Press Ctrl J to join. And now we can scale it down. So S to scale it down to around this size, G, and move it to somewhere around here. Maybe scale it down just a little bit more and place it onto the middle of the mushroom. Now let's go to side view, and what I want is to bring it out a little bit and make it thicker. So G and Y, bring it somewhere around here, and then S to scale on the Y, make it nice and thick, maybe a little bit more, and then G and Y, and bring it here. So that's perfect, and maybe just a little bit more. So S to scale on the Y. And that looks great. Okay, once you're happy with the position, select this stone and press S to scale on the X, S to scale on the Z, like that, and S to scale on the Y, like that. Let's go to top view, press G and X and move it somewhere around here. Go back to front view and just move it so it lines up with your arch, and then just G and Y and move it here. So that's perfect. Press Shift D to duplicate it, Z to move it down here, S to scale on the X, make it a little bit bigger, like that. Let's go to side view, S to scale on the Y, make it nice and long, like that. And maybe RX 180, so it doesn't look exactly like the other one. And then Shift D to duplicate, Z to bring it down, S to scale on the X, make it bigger, go to side view, S to scale on the Y and make it slightly bigger, and just G and Y to move it here. Now I'm going to rotate this, so RX 180. Perfect. And then I select these 3, press S to scale on the Z, make them just a little bit smaller, and then G and Z to move it up there. So that's perfect. These are the stones for my little mushroom house. Maybe just S to scale on the X. So make sure that you're happy with it. And then move your 3D cursor here. So Shift right click somewhere here in the middle. Press Shift A to add, mesh, and let's add the cube. Press S to scale it down to around this size, S to scale on the Z, make it about this size, G and Z to move it up just a little bit. Let's go to side view, S to scale on the Y, make it nice and thin, and maybe just G and Y to move it a little bit inwards. That's perfect. Now press Ctrl A, apply the scale, tab into edit mode, Ctrl B and add a bevel. You can even add an extra edge with the wheel of your mouse, and that's perfect. And just G and Z and move it up just a little bit, maybe S to scale on the Z. So make sure it doesn't overlap. So that's perfect. This is going to be our plank. And now you want to duplicate it. So Shift D to duplicate, X and move it onto the side. Make sure that they are touching, so there is no gap between them. And then this one, we want to add a modifier. So go to your modifiers, add modifier, generate, and you want to edit a mirror modifier. Then you grab your picker and select the middle plank as your mirror object, and you can see it mirrored it onto the other side. Now let's step back into edit mode, turn on X-ray mode and make sure that you select all of these vertices in this corner and just press G and move it somewhere down here like that. So that's perfect. Now the door is pretty much ready. So let's just edit a doorknob. So shift right click here, press shift A to add, mesh, add the cube. Let's just scale it down to around this size, maybe G and X. Let's zoom in. Maybe scale it just a little bit more. Ctrl 3 to add the subdivision surface modifier, and that's pretty much it. Make sure that your render level is set to 3. Now it's all done. Let's go to front view. Let's just check. Maybe this doorknob is just a little bit small, so I make it just a little bit bigger like that. I move my 3D cursor away so I can see. And I think my door is just a little bit too big. So I'm going to select all of it and shift select the mushroom. So make sure it's not selected and just press S to scale and shift Z and make it just a little bit thinner like that. Let's have a look. That's perfect. So once you're happy with your shape, we can go to the shading workspace and we can color the stones and the door. So first of all, let's select this arch, edit a new material, stone door frame, or you can add whatever name you want to it. And for the base color, I added it a quiet, dark, gray color, something like this, and I just increase the roughness just a little bit to about 0.67 like that, maybe just a little bit less, so 0.6, that's perfect. Maybe make it just a little bit lighter like that, and then all you need to do is shift select these stairs and shift select the door frame, so make sure that's your active object. Ctrl L, link materials, so that's perfect. And then let's click on the door plank, edit a new material, call it door wood. Edit a base color. Here's the color code I used if you want to use it. And then again, just select the one on the side, shift select the one we already colored, Ctrl L, link materials. And that's done. And then for the doorknob, edit a new material, doorknob brown, for example. And I think I'm just going to pick this same color. And for some reason it made it darker, which is exactly what I wanted. So that's great. I just pull up the roughness a little bit. And on this one, I'm going to pull up the roughness all the way. So this is my mushroom all colored. Let's head back to the layout workspace, turn on rendered view and just let's have a quick look. So I'm quite happy with this mushroom. It looks great. Let's go back to front view. In the next part of this tutorial series, we are going to add the windows and we add some emission to it so they have this nice glow to them. So make sure that you hit like and subscribe so you don't miss the upcoming episodes, and I will see you in the next one.